Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on tonight? How are you guys doing?
Amazing, because we get to play D&D. Oh, yeah. Woo,
Word.
Never
woo.
heard of it.
Cheers.
Word. That's what these kids are doing these days. It's always fun. I think I'll enjoy it. So we're gonna start out where we left off this week.
Mhm.
Last week, I mean. Pardon my noise there. So, Kovanen, that's you. Do you want to give us the quick recap on what went down in the Dreamlands last session? Por favor.
Sure, yeah. If I recall correctly, began with the encounter with the Bayaki. Right? Right?
Well, that wasn't last session. Last session, the Bayaki encounter was already over.
Heading to the temple. We have just finished the encounter with the Bayaki
Yeah.
after a crazy, mysterious meteor had smashed into the Dreamlands Earth far, far away, and the Bayaki fled. Leaving us with alone, safe. Of course, our only lead that we know of is to go to the Temple of Bast. Kovanen hopefully still has allies there that he can call on for help to either give them the party, he, Rose, and Marin and Sprocket and Zamra direction on where to go next to solve all this horrible shit, or the ability to traverse long distances with but a thought. So that we can gather that Sibis Dragon Shard meteor before the
Sybaris.
Cerberus, yes.
Cerberus
Kind of like Cerberus, but
Dragon Shard before the Bayaki and who knows what other nefarious forces do. Anyway, we carried on, trying to be quiet, but unfortunately there was much fussing amongst the group because Marin was so visible in her bright yellow highlighter outfit, alerting a few ghouls to crawl up out of a hole in the street that opened up. We fight them, we kill them, we continue on. Until we arrive at the Temple of Bast. Sprocket and Marin notice that there are markings all in the Temple of Bast that remind them of Loqua House. The Dreamlands are somewhat of a mirror of the waking world, after all. The angry cats guarding the temple, perhaps because they recognize Kovanen, let us in. The large angry puma outside tells us that the Sphinx is inside meeting with some edgewalkers. We enter and see 5 humanoid figures with vibrant hair colors, vibrantly colored robes, and like unnervingly beautiful elven features, and a lot of unnerving eyes, and a lot of unnerving eyes. What a stupid way to say that. They have unnerving eyes and a lot of crazy hairstyles. Also, Rose and Kovanen recognize the Sphinx as maybe the Loqua Sphinx.
Yeah.
So we begin with the party walking in, looking up to the dais where the Loqua Sphinx is seated at the top. What appears to be some sort of throne or some sort of thing, maybe a Sphinx throne. I don't know. Talking to these. How many of them were there? Was it 6?
I know to say 5.
No, say 5. Okay. So you see 5 of them. They're talking. as you guys come in, Zazie, I want you to make a perception. Insight?
I am not Zazie right now. I'm Marin. You still want Marin to do that?
Good point. What am I thinking? Zazie's not even here. No, everybody, you just see them.
All right.
I ever seen anyone or a group of people who look like that, especially in the Dreamlands or anywhere else?
Yeah, Zazie.
What?
Zazie looks like that. It's pretty obvious.
Zazie looks like that now, or like Dreamland Zazie, or regular?
No,
Zazie?
not Dreamland Zazie. Just regular Zazie. They appear to be. Maybe they're actually here in the flesh. But yeah, they have that same human, elven,
Human adjacent.
Yeah, human adjacent, perfect human features. They're turning to look in your direction as they continue to have a conversation in hushed tones with the Sphinx. As you guys enter the building, a steward with a long white flowing, maybe like silk or something along those lines, sash covering most of its body, comes up to you guys and just gives like a bowing gesture. Just one moment, please.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. We might.
If you don't mind just having a seat in the back, please. Please be silent. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Give a, I don't know, nervous, excited, worried look to everyone as I turn around and calmly make my way towards the chairs he gestured to.
Okay. So a couple of them begin to take steps backwards, bowing a little bit, and taking a couple more steps backwards and then bowing a bit again, and turning on their last bow and trotting down the stairs of the dais and kind of taking a seat in the section, the pews where you guys are seated, but basically on the opposite side of the room from where the steward sat you guys. There's still one speaking with the Sphinx right now.
Do they seem to acknowledge us or care about us?
They definitely looked in your direction. It didn't seem like they were giving you guys like, fighting eyes or anything like that, but they looked in your direction and kind of talked to each other and then sat down. They're sitting close right now, just talking amongst themselves. The last one that was standing up front bows a couple times, the same as they did before, and then turning and then trotting down the steps and sits with them.
Nice.
I'd give a little wave to them.
The usher walks to the center of the aisle and just kind of gives you guys a little bit of a bow and reaches his hand out flat and does the hand closed gesture towards you a couple of times.
The obvious, like...
Yeah, like,
come
with me.
Mm-hmm. Rose will bow respectfully and follow him.
Yeah, Marin is following Rose and Kovanen, like practically mirroring Rose's bows and otherwise trying to look as simple and unobtrusive as she can.
Okay.
Kovanen will stand plainly and make sure Sprocket sees that he sees him and like nod his head to follow.
Sprocket will follow.
He walks up to the right side of the dais and kind of crouches in a reverent, but obsequious posture. Hands in front of him in the almost like the namaste style of hand placement. He looks over you. Please, she'll speak with you now if you care to speak with her.
Nod my head at him and look up at the Sphinx.
Rose has made her bow to the Sphinx.
And Kovanen will bow then.
Sprocket just waves.
Slap Sprocket on the back of his head and bow herself.
DM, I take it the Sphinx is rather still and silent. Seems to be perhaps waiting for us.
It does seem that way. Also, shit, I don't know if that's my cat or what. 1 second.
I don't even know where to begin, Kovanen. This is... all yours.
I don't think the DM's here right now.
No, but
Fucking cat.
please.
It like jumped up inside the closet and like was making all kinds of fucking noise in there. Anyway, so Zamra takes a step up behind you guys. She bows as well, and just follows you guys up the steps. Those of you who do walk up the steps, and the Sphinx does seem to be just, I don't know, just casually lounging. It's almost like a
Like a
studied
sphinx.
laziness, It's very intentional.
How Sphinx-like. You Loqua?
Yes, I am. Welcome, Kovanen.
Thank you. So then you, of course, know us.
Yes. I was there for your induction.
Of course. I just don't even know where to start.
Well, start from the beginning.
What do I
then.
do?
What do you do? I think you know what to do. I really don't think you even need to ask me, Kovanen.
I believe we need to find that shard.
You're correct.
The one in Fairhaven as well. Can we find that here?
The shard here is beneath the city.
I see. I was once warned not to go beneath the city.
That is, sound advice,
So I-
Kovanen. So,
Though I suppose I can say I'm surprised. Will that end
appears that-
this?
it also appears that your friends on the other side are getting rather close. So,
Good. If we find it, or if they find it, will that end this?
no. But it will slow things down a bit.
So I know there's an entrance to the underground in the temple that no longer stands.
Yes. It has been destroyed by something massive.
Oh, something massive.
Kovanen, this is not the time for you to be here to ask questions.
And by that, I'm assuming we need to act fast.
Yes.
Is that the only entrance, or are there other entrances?
The only entrance to the Undercity? What do you mean?
Was the temple the only one, or are there others throughout?
Oh no,
The
there's entrances everywhere, but you need to not go below. That would be poor choice, Rose.
We need to find that shard that came down, right?
Indeed.
So, Severa Shard is that first priority then.
Shortly from now, I will be I don't even know how to say it, but I'll be moving you to the location where the shard fell.
Oh, your
I see.
teleport is there?
Yes. Kovanen.
Oh, that's really handy.
Yes.
You were saying?
I was about to ask if we should make our way to the shard that fell, but
So, I would like to charge you with the task of retrieving the egg.
So that thing that fell is an egg.
Indeed.
Is it anything like the one that fell in Weir? Or
No,
is it?
just nothing
Alright.
like that. That was an
we
abomination.
bring it to you when we have it.
You could return it to me, or you could bring it back with you into the waking world, protect it.
It's probably safer with you if I had to guess. I think we've sort of been losing track of things lately. Right, so you will move us there and we will retrieve this egg shard that fell.
Yes. It will be in the peaks,
If we are able to near the peaks.
and you'll have to make your way back on foot.
I see.
I won't be there to propel you. And there's a potential I will not be here when you return.
If that's the case, do we take it back to the waking world with us?
Bring it to me first.
Alright. Will you leave and not be a sign of where you've gone if you're not here?
Of course. One of my stewards will tell you where to find me.
Alright.
All right, yes. Okay, a plan.
It will be
A plan.
2 spans travel on return. It's quite far in the distance.
A span?
Spans.
20 days.
20 days?
20 days. We'll do it.
On foot.
Sounds reasonable.
Wait, so then is a single span 10 days? Or is a single span 20 days?
2 spans. Oh.
So,
man. 2
okay,
spans is 20 days.
okay, thank you. Just proper units are important, okay?
Indeed. You should know them.
What if one span is like 15 days, and then the second span just kind of makes it like 5 days?
No, because then
diminishing returns.
it wouldn't be a uniform
It could be non-linear.
It could be like cat years.
yeah, but it's
Oh, where is Daisy? Have you seen Daisy?
Daisy is busy.
But
Please,
is she safe?
I'd like you to introduce yourself to some of our associates seated in the front pews.
Oh,
Will they be going with us, or are they taking care of their own thing here?
They will be the ones escorting you.
I see.
You will be
One of the
given-
guardians outside.
Pardon.
One of the guardians outside called them the Edgewalkers.
Indeed. Some of them have already engaged the Bayaki and pitched battle there. So, they are members of the enigmatic order of the Lokwa Sphinx in their own right. They act as protectors of the realm, keeping others out, just like you.
Alright.
Very well. Well, I suppose we should get to it then.
You'll find some
What?
provisions. She gestures to gestures to a room off the side. Please, take what you need. But please be back 20 days.
Yes, of course. We'll try our very hardest. Ooh. Like, bows. He bows.
Rose follows a beat behind.
yeah, Marin will snap out of her argument with Sprocket about units to bow, and then goes right back to arguing.
Sprocket will start to wave again, and then remember the smack to the back of the head, and then bow, and then go back to arguing about units. All I'm saying is dog years are linear.
It doesn't matter if dog years are
Not
linear.
speak about dogs in this nipple of
It's
bastard.
not an internationally recognized unit of measurement.
Lower your voice.
Like I said, it's not an internationally recognized unit of measurement. So it doesn't matter
Thank
if
you.
they're linear or
Nogla.
not.
We will
Yes.
get right on it. Thank
Let's
you.
go introduce ourselves to the Edgewalkers.
Zamra waits a couple minutes and speaks with the Sphinx as you guys go and do what you need to do.
Kavanen lingers a little bit, like watching Zamra speak to the Sphinx. Not to, like, eavesdrop or whatever, but he just knows, like, there are things he should ask, but the Sphinx he can't, because the Sphinx has already hurried him along once.
Yeah. Well, you guys know that Zamra was already a member of the organization when you guys were inducted. So that's a thing.
And will sigh heavily since he can't ask all the things he wants to ask. Join the others too. Well, I don't know if the others are gathering provisions first, but he's going to first introduce himself.
Yeah, Rose is walking to the Edgewalkers.
They
Yeah.
they
Marin,
kind of break from their conversation. Go ahead.
Marin trots up to the nearest one, and offers a hand. Hello, I'm Marin.
They take your hand and give you an awkward handshake. Which one did you walk up to?
The closest one.
Okay, we'll say that's the one with the green hair. She takes your hand awkwardly and shakes it, and kind of watches her hand as she shakes her hand, and then looks up at you, almost as if she's trying to see if she did it right.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Brentford.
Brentford?
Brentford.
One more time?
Branford.
Branford. Okay. That's an interesting name.
Thank you.
I'm Marin.
Hello, I'm Kavanan Oddwest Iragare. Nice to meet all of your acquaintances.
They all just kind of bow. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm Sprocket. Hello.
Hello, Sprocket.
Rose bells. Most people just call me Rose.
I suppose I'll speak on behalf of the group. My name is Spitzer. Pleasure to meet you. Reaches out to shake
Which
your
one
hand,
is
Rose.
that?
He is the man. He's kind of a little bit shorter than the rest of them. Kind of lithe. He has blue hair. He looks kind of like your buddy that played piano. He's got like a very narrow face, like hawk-like features, pointed nose, kind of semi-pointed ears, white blue eyes, and some like glowing white tattoos and markings on his face. Spitzer, nice to meet you. Do you mind if we step over here where we can speak a bit louder?
Of course. Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. Or we can also do it in the provision room if we want to
That's what I was
make
just
this
trying
even a
to.
little faster.
That's what I was just trying to.
Okay. No, then never mind me.
We can pack up what we need while they're there.
All right.
The rest of them kind of nod. So yeah, it's 3 women. One has like a iridescent color hair. The other has green hair. Another one has blonde hair. He has blue hair, and then there's another dude that has black hair. They all look pretty similar. The guy with black hair is, kind of a bit more like wide built and taller than he is. This guy's pretty lithe. All 3 of the women are similar in size to Zazie or Gatera. The same like litheness to their body, and just the way that they're all kind of bombshells.
So what you're saying is Rose towers over these people,
Yeah,
except for maybe the black-haired guy.
except for the black-haired guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Kavanan, and then he has a chance to speak to them and remembers that he realized that they reminded him of Zazie. Will say, I can't help but notice you all sort of remind me of someone I'm close with from the waking world.
Interesting.
A couple of people, as a matter of fact.
He just nods. You guys walk off into the side room. So, we'll be working together for a while then.
Mm-hmm.
So you will be taking us there, or the Sphinx will be taking all of us there.
The Sphinx will be taking us there, technically. We have an encampment that'll be using some of our sigildry as a means of location, but they'll be the ones casting the spell, so to speak.
I see. And so we will accompany each other while we're there to recover the egg, and then accompanying each other back.
Well, likely we will be there to cover you as you leave. From that point, you'll be on your own.
I see. Well. All right then.
Do you guys live here in the Dreamlands?
Yes. How long have you been here?
He looks at a couple of the other ones and they just kind of laugh. No, we don't live here. We're just here for business.
Pretty sure there'll be plenty of time to learn about each other.
You would be surprised. The moment we get there, we'll probably be in the middle of some sort of conflict. You will then be responsible for obtaining the egg, hopefully from one of our members, and then extricating yourselves under our cover and returning here as quickly as possible.
All right.
See.
Do they
So-
have weapons on them? Or... Because Rose kind of wants to get a look at
So they're
Ties them
all
up.
sort of what they can do.
they're all kind of wearing similar gear. They have like almost like canvas style. I would say like a almost Japanese looking, the way the like the folds kind of go over one another. There's no like apparent knots or ties. Everything just kind of fits together neatly in a symmetrical way where each layer is kind of overlaying the other. And there's a bit of flowiness to it, but the clothing that they're wearing is definitely very sturdy. They have pants that are kind of the same material that come about 3/4 length and they're tight at the bottom. They're all wearing some strange kind of armor that is pearlescent almost, but it looks like it could be made of bone as far as the texture goes, but it has like an interesting reflective quality to it. And they're all wearing this. It's like a breastplate and greaves and like bracers and different types of headwear.
Weapons?
Weapons are they have a short sword, they have a shield, they have a long bow, and each of them has like, you know, kind of their own thing going on. The larger of the people has a like a great sword on his back. Spitzer has a like what appears to be almost like a long pole with a dream catcher on it. And then the blonde girl has some sort of spell component pouch and a wand. The green-haired girl has... it seems like she doesn't have any additional gear that you can tell by looking at her. And then the girl with the iridescent hair has some sort of staff as well, in addition to the other gear.
Got it.
And the colors of their clothing are all kind of different. The iridescent girl is wearing mostly whites. The girl with the green hair is wearing mostly red with flower patterns. The blonde-haired girl is wearing like a high-collared black and red with almost like triangular patterns. The blue-haired guy is wearing a iridescent white-colored clothing that is very similar to the color of his armor, and the guy with black hair has on like black cloth with what appears to be like a white silk underneath.
All right. But I'm assuming Rose notices that it's still very sturdy stuff.
Yeah,
Even
it's
if it doesn't-
the fabric is very well made. It's thick. You can see at its folds it actually stands up in some places. It has so much body and rigidity to it.
So, it's rather obvious, of course, that we are in the middle of a terrible conflict. It was once described to me as a war. So, what can you tell us about? What can you tell us about it? Who are the opposing forces, and what do they want from each other?
Well, man, that's a loaded question, Kovanen. So
I don't know.
there are two, well, what we call overlords, on this side, that have, for some reason, found this area as a hinge point. They're fighting over it. The forces are fighting on the ground, and there's lots of bloodshed. Large creatures have been coming out of the ocean and the sky and clashing with one another. Recently, our
Two
order.
overlords.
What's that, Rose?
Taking in the information that there are two of them loose out here.
Well, there are many loose here in the Dreamlands. Most of the gods, in one way or another, are here, awake or sleeping.
Two overlords specifically.
Yes,
Yeah, specific.
they just happen to be clashing here. These specifics are not available to me. We were sent by our order, and I've come here quickly. We
I
have
know it's
interests.
been about. Sorry, go ahead.
We have interests in Delcor as well, which is where we typically travel via dream, but we were unfortunately unable to make it here that way today for some reason. Anyway, so we came by the flesh. These are our bodies. If we die here, we are dead.
Let's try to prevent that.
Indeed.
So, I know time moves strange here, but I assumed it was fairly linear. So many hours in the waking world to so many days here. How long has this conflict been going on? We were just here 24 hours ago in the waking world.
Well, the conflicts are always brewing here. One faction or another is fighting for dominance over power. Sometimes things are less drastic than others. Sometimes a hero comes from over the horizon and puts down the monster, so to speak. But
Fairy tale stuff.
so you said it's been 24 hours? Well, it's been 24
Oh, okay.
weeks.
So things just deteriorated that fast.
In 2 years? Yes.
24 weeks, yeah.
Wait,
Half a
20
year,
I mean
6
half a year,
months.
6 months. Sorry.
6 months. What do you know of the nightmare storms? Are they still ravaging? Is that something different?
There's one particular overlord who affiliates themselves with dreams and nightmares. It is their domain. That is where the storms have come from.
One of the
They are attempting to manifest themselves here, bringing their influence.
So
Their-
he said that was one of the overlords, or
Yes.
an overlord.
Yep. They manifest their domain. It has already been pre-manifested here. If you were to flip into the ethereal of Ulthar or Fairhaven, you would see that it has already taken hold.
The ethereal.
Mm.
Wow. They're in Fairhaven.
He kind of
So they're-
stands up, rolls his shoulders out a little bit. Get what you need. We must be going.
Yes, of course.
So, what provisions are available to us?
You look and you just see it's basically a granary.
Okay.
There's rations and there's water. There's nothing particularly, magical or unique or potions or anything of the sort. It's
We can
just-
choose from the magic items list in the D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Gasp!
Oh.
No. So,
Okay. Well, I'll get the usual stuff then. I'll,
Mhm.
I don't know, get new rope, get new food.
yeah, so go ahead, guys, and take a moment to stock yourselves up with rope and food and water and anything else of the sort that you think you might need for
Wait, hold on.
20 days of
If
travel.
we're here via our dreams, do we even need the food?
Yes. You'll still need to eat.
Well, yes, it's dream food.
I still needed the energy.
But
Gasp.
just keep in mind, when you sleep here, you will not restore yourself for the psychological aspects. If you cast your magic, you will not have access to it again until you sleep in a waking world.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
I'm all magic. That's all I do.
Well, then
That sucks.
use your magic wisely. I'm sure the Sphinx can restore you before you leave. Outside of that, it will be... well, difficult.
Yeah.
I really wish I would have known that before I used all my second level spells.
Yeah. You wanna go ask her to restore us with me?
Sure.
Hold on, you two. Let's get everything packed and we can probably go up together.
Zamra looks at you
What do you
guys.
say?
I definitely want to ask too. I think I might have spent a couple of things that I should have held on to. I suppose we'll just ask her on our way out.
Should- You said sleeping doesn't restore, mental, but what have you. What about just, taking a breather? Does a short rest work if you are, for example, a warlock?
I don't know. I would say no. I would say no rests work here unless you're in the flesh. That's
But
the
they
way.
work for health.
Yeah, it just works for health.
Just works for health. And exhaustion?
And exhaustion. Your dream body gets rest, but your waking mind is what supplies you with your abilities.
I know this is probably us. I was updating my sheet stuff. What about HP?
Yes.
Lovecraft?
Health.
Yeah, he's great.
Okay.
Just kidding. Yeah. Exactly. Health.
Okay. So that would be restored by
Yeah.
resting
Yes.
in
Yes.
dreamlands?
H stands for health. Health.
Hey, I'm an old-fashioned role player. HP.
Lovecraft.
HP. No, not Lovecraft.
What a
Replace
creep.
replace the racism with horny, and we're good.
I can get behind that.
I don't know.
So he's an insult. Like he was pretty racist. So if you made him equivalently,
Yeah.
never mind.
I was thinking the same thing. We're not going there.
We're in the
You're just
little
changing the
equipment
"sa"
room.
for a "pa," and that's
It's
still not
mundane
okay.
items. And what do we want
Racists
for 20 days?
rapists. We're not.
We're gonna want
Not
a
okay.
bunch of
Oh.
rope, bottles of water to drink, just a whole lot of flavorless hardtack bread.
I'm gonna.
What? All right, Marin, have you ever ventured outside of, the university grounds? Do you know how to adventure?
Well, I know how to do that on a ship.
Oh.
Not really on land. Like just on land.
Oh, you've done some traveling on a ship then.
Oh yeah, I'm from the Lazar provinces. We're all ships.
So, more than just ships.
Yeah, there's a few islands, but we're pretty much just ships. You need ships to get between the islands, so it's practically all just ships.
Uh, um, I'm more meaning what y'all do.
Mm, be more specific.
All right, so you're on ships. Is that just because you need to get from one place to another? Because you can't walk from island to island? Are you merchants? Are
Okay,
you...
yeah, some people are pirates, some people are merchants.
All
There.
right.
Is that what you wanted? And I look at Rose.
I was trying to use the phrase pirate, but yeah, pretty much.
It didn't sound like she was accusing you of anything. So you're pirates. All right. Sometimes I steal things. Done. We've cleared the air.
To
Yes,
be
I'm
fair,
more
up until
used-
this
I'm-
point. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm more used to travel on a ship. So if we take a boat there, I'll probably be really helpful.
I don't think we're really taking anything there. It's getting back. It's worth.
Okay, if we take a boat back,
We're not
I'll
taking a
probably be
boat
really
back.
helpful.
We're walking back. She said we're walking back.
I
Oh,
know.
she did say on foot.
I know. I'm not gonna be really helpful for that.
Well,
It's
you
simple.
can walk.
Just
so...
get something to eat for every day that you're gone for. 20 portions of food if you can even carry it on your back.
I'm sure between all of us we can fit one. That's a lot of portions of food. I'm sure we can carry it all.
Yeah, so go ahead, everybody. Stock yourself with your 20 rations. If you're going to take that many. Take as many as you want, along with water. Enough servings for each day as well. And grab any
Right.
extra type of like climbing gear or anything else that you think that you might need like that.
I am going to go ahead and get rid of all of my torches.
I don't need climbing gear.
Yeah, you and your boots.
I have a signal whistle, a mirror. I actually have plenty of just regular ass adventuring gear that's probably good for adventuring. It's just we haven't had to adventure yet, so I haven't had to look at my inventory. You know, the shit you start with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's the 3 pillars of D&D. This campaign has totally ignored this one the entire time until just now.
It has. We've been able to
Yeah.
go back to our house every day.
I took a scholar pack, not a adventuring one.
Oh.
Would just having a water skin do it?
Yeah, but you need enough water in the water
Yeah,
skins.
because that one's a little. That's a little unlinear
20 days.
or unintuitive. How many days?
That would be really heavy.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, you need enough water to have water until you're able to find water again.
But the way it's listed in the thing, it makes it unclear how much water is enough because it says a water skin is 5 pounds. How much of that?
That's a little
Is-
more than half a gallon.
Yep. A gallon is 8.34 pounds. So, or is it 8.43? Anyway,
Or just 8.
it's 8.34 or 8.43 and then some change.
3-4.
Okay. It's been a long time since I looked that up. So 5, that's roughly a half gallon. That's 1 day's worth of water. I believe you're supposed to have a half gallon per day for,
I mean, yeah, a water skin. Something about me. One water skin.
strenuous exercise. So, and you can go 3 days without water before you start taking
Sure.
exhaustion.
Whatever you say.
I don't know exactly what it is, but we're going to go with that. It's raining anyway.
I'm going to grab 2 water skins.
Good idea.
Yeah. Also, this is the point in time. You know, if you guys have any spells that can do that sort of thing, make sure that you know that you have them.
Sure you know
Yeah.
that. Does anybody have, by chance, a bag of holding? That'd be great. Can anyone replicate one?
Steve just laughs. That's
Yeah,
you,
that'd be a cool
Steve.
idea. This is getting heavy and heavier by every time I pick something up. I don't know if I can. Any ideas? Anyone?
I might be able to replicate a bag of holding.
Well, then do
What?
that. He makes things. He's pretty good at it.
What was that idea? I thought you prepared cycles, not bags of holding. That's okay. Got that.
Oh, and I can have sheltered covered for 8 hours. 8 hours worth of shelter.
Yeah, but how taxing is that on your power usage?
I can cast it as it's a ritual, so it's less of a me using actual power, drawing from my own power source, to me drawing power from just the natural magic in the environment. You know?
So you can do it over and over the course of 20 days, and it will be fine.
Yes, as long as I have my ritual components. Which are she
What are
takes out
those?
she takes out a book. Okay, what I will need to cast this spell is a single small crystal bead. And it doesn't say that the crystal bead is consumed, so as long as I just have one crystal bead, which I do, we should be fine.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Sprocket, you can. I remember flipping through that book that Phil had us. In the bag of holding can carry like some obscene amount of stuff, right?
So here's the thing, right? So I just looked at my at my book where I keep all my stuff.
Okay. All right.
And well, I can't do that.
Oh,
You don't have the right materials with you.
Well, it's more along the lines of like, I can make like armor.
He took different
I can-
abilities.
I can, I could definitely boost your defense, which is cool. I can make a really strong weapon. Oh, I can make a homunculus. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but
It's one of those little guys, right?
yeah.
Little robot guys. Oh, those are so
You're-
cute. You should make one.
It's
great.
I
sure.
know. This
Looking
would be
for
very
another reason to say little guy.
Oh, does anybody want a radiant weapon? I could do that.
What does that mean?
It
I think
emits
what
light.
Zazie does.
Sprocket, what does that do?
It sheds light, bright light.
Actually, I can see rather well, so I'm fine.
That would be great, actually, because I can't see in the dark.
Well,
have a
I
dagger.
actually
Would it work on that?
I have something that I can do for you. Actually, what's her name again, guys?
Whose name?
Marin.
Marin or Rose?
This one. And he points at Marin. Oh yeah, Marin.
Rocket, I
Uh,
was your very second friend. How could you do this to me?
I forgot. It's been a long day.
Okay, that's fair.
But I can enhance your arcane focus.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
and what would that do?
Does it let us see in the
Well-
dock?
No. But it will it'll allow you to make stronger spell attacks.
Oh,
And
so I make things explode better.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's great.
And if like, let's say the person or creature that you're aiming at is behind something, you can ignore the fact that they're behind that thing, but only like if they're like half behind.
Okay, that makes sense.
I get it. I get it. All right. Well.
So like, you want that?
Yeah, if you'll give it to me.
Well, yeah, that's why I learned it.
Oh, Sprocket.
Spitzer pokes his head around the corner. Hey, come on, guys, hurry up. The fuck are you
We're
doing
almost
in here?
done. Hold your horses.
We don't
You
have any
sound
horses.
suspiciously like Voss.
Just whispering.
The butler?
Yes, the fucking butler. You know, if Sprocket had replicate magic item, we could have an alchemy jug with infinite fresh water, infinite wine. Infinite honey.
wine.
Infinite mayonnaise.
Ew. I like mayo, and that's still just kind of like, eh.
That's grog.
Let me see. Yeah, let me see if I can. Are you able to change your infusions?
On a level up, I think.
We just leveled up.
That's true.
Whenever you gain a level in the class, you can, yeah.
I'll allow it.
Actually, Sprocket just leveled up like 5 times.
Yeah.
He woke up a new man.
Okay.
He did.
So of all the things that I listed, what don't I need? Armor. Okay, so it's armor of magical strength, enhanced defense, enhanced weapon, homunculus servant.
Keep
Radiant-
the homunculus.
You said radiant weapon.
Yeah, radiant weapon, and enhanced arcane focus.
Well, we need replicate magic item twice. So you could
If-
take the alchemy jug and
If Marin has to rely more heavily on lame old cantrips, then at least they would be better within our enhanced arcane focus.
Yeah.
So I say get rid of the armor, because nobody's.
The armor of magical strength.
Yes,
Okay.
because that's only gonna boost your strength, and Rose is pretty strong already, and she'd be the only one using it.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure.
And it needs
Um,
the intelligence modifier of the user.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
no is not going to be Rose.
It makes you worse. It makes me worse at it.
The radiant weapon. Get rid of that one. And enhanced defense, enhanced weapon.
Yeah.
I say get rid of enhanced defense.
Okay.
But that's just me, and from my paltry knowledge of playing a single artificer. So you do what you want.
Right, so here's the thing, right? So I'm like looking through this new thing about replicating magical items, and it's only giving me one option on like what to choose.
All
So
right.
we're gonna have to make an educated decision here. It's either a bag of holding or
Or
an
it's the
alchemy
water.
jug.
I think a bag of holding would be better because then we could just toss a whole bunch of individual water bags in there.
Yes, but then
Please,
Or
but the
even a
water
whole
is-
same
barrel
amount.
full of water.
Wouldn't it weigh the
I'm
same
sorry.
amount of all... Sorry, go ahead, Kavan.
Well, the water situation is sort of why I wanted the bag of holding, because it's heavy as fuck, and I don't know, how good is the jug? What does it do? It weighs 12 pounds. You can pour out 8 gallons of water until the next dawn. Every dawn we have 8 gallons of fresh water or 2 gallons of vinegar.
Didn't Zamra say something about like mayonnaise?
What? Sorry, do you want
What?
mayonnaise?
I was just kidding. I didn't think we all just want to eat mayonnaise, do we?
No.
I mean, it's
I
pretty
wouldn't
dense,
mind
right? Like
mayonnaise.
calorie dense.
Not the
Cookies.
way you think.
It's a
You-
jug. I don't think it could produce cookies. Cookies aren't a liquid.
What,
Neither
never
is
heard of
honestly-
that?
mayonnaise.
Honestly,
What, mayonnaise is a liquid. It takes the shape of any container it's in. It's just thick
why
and
are we
jiggly and
arguing
gross.
about this?
What? All right. The bag of holding, because we can put lots of things in it there. We
Yeah.
can put each other in it and just carry each
Right.
other around.
You need to open it every 10 minutes, I think, don't you?
What? The bag, please, Sprocket.
Okay. You got it. Let me close my eyes and here we go. He starts making like a shit face.
Okay.
And there it is. He learns a new infusion. Well, 2 new infusions.
Alright.
I don't know how you can just gain new magic things just like that from reading these books so easily.
It just makes sense.
Both of you.
It makes sense.
Yep.
You do the things that the book says, and the magic works.
Yep.
That's
And it tells you what it does and how to not do it, so you don't mess it up. It's really
that-
handy.
Yeah, handy. Helps if you can read it too.
So,
Yeah.
Rose isn't salty at all.
so does
Okay.
anybody have like a bag, a purse or something that I can
I have
Well, we have
Right.
our bags. I mean,
a
Yeah.
little bag of sand.
I
Wait,
have the adventurer's pack that I'm wearing.
can't we just find one in this mess of garbage? Rations?
Yeah, yeah. DM.
Here, I find a bag. Here you go.
All right, here we go.
What's up, Steve?
And I touch it. Nothing. Don't worry about it. You're beautiful
Nice.
in every way.
You too, man.
You're welcome. And I make a whatchamacallit,
I don't like those.
bag of holding.
For Snickers.
Bag of holding.
I make a bag of holding out of this random bag.
Cool.
All right, so we don't really need to, I don't know, prepare for backbreaking amounts of water. So let's just shovel it in.
All right. And can I get your wand?
But the arcane. Yeah, here you go. I hand you a pen.
Oh, that's not a wand.
It's
All right,
my
here we go.
wand.
It's adorable, just like you.
I'm taller than you.
I know. You're all taller than me. Everyone's taller than me.
But what are you doing with that pin?
He closes his eyes and it starts to glow.
Oh. I don't know what that means. Marin, I'm
There's a
sorry about your
Magic thing
pin.
to it.
I have one more thing I can do. You want like a
Oh.
like a weapon or something?
Vonin starts to just put armfuls of rations and water into the back folding.
Is that a no?
It looks like it.
What? I think we need to start leaving. What is it?
Yeah.
If you do the thing, if you have it, that's fine.
All right. He walks over and touches Kovanin's wand. I mean, sword, and makes it a +1.
Does it?
Oh yeah. The arcane focus is +1 as well. Sorry, I meant to mention that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to add that.
I'm sure +1 items like wands exist, right?
Live D&D.
No,
That's
this
fine,
is
I
good
can-
stuff. We haven't had the.
Yeah, and I'll cut this part out when we do the the Spotify thing. It's no big deal.
What? This
I'm-
part was
this is-
funny as hell.
Or we'll
This is
keep
the
it.
good
There's
stuff,
some role play in here.
Because
Yeah, fuck it,
you
we'll keep
talk
it.
too much, DM, and they hear only you.
Well, regardless, I think it's great. We'll keep it.
So
He basically said agree to disagree without saying agree to disagree.
No, I said I think you guys are right. It's great. Keep it.
I think you're right. You're right. We should keep it, DM. Good idea.
Yep.
I think I can carry a few more things.
You really don't need to, though.
I mean,
Ronan points at the bag.
I love you, Sprocket, but I'm still gonna keep my rations and water skins on me just in case something happens to that bag.
That is perfectly fine. I didn't want you to use it anyway.
Sprocket.
Aww.
Sprocket, don't you think you're being a bit oversensitive about this?
No.
Well, in fact, you are. Trust me. If Lucian saw you doing this, he would be very upset.
No, I think Lucian would yell at Rose.
Probably.
That's just
Yeah.
the kind of guy he is.
Actually, matter of fact, it's true. But okay.
I'm looking at it this way. Something happens to that bag, we at least have some spare rations. And
The
water
only thing
skins.
that's gonna happen, the only thing bad that could happen to that bag, is if like, you ever heard of a portable hole?
Oh no.
What?
Yeah.
What's a portable hole?
I know you have.
What's a portable hole?
Your mother.
Hmm.
Uh,
Did you guys
well-
set that up together?
it's a magic item that it's basically a hole. You can throw it at the wall, at the floor, and take it with you after you go through the.
Yeah. It's great for stealing stuff.
Wait, you
Yeah.
can just walk through it into another room. How deep? How thick?
Pretty much.
How far can it go through?
You know,
I don't know.
that's a good question. It's a hole. I don't know. But if you put a portable hole into a bag of holding, you can destroy the earth. Well, the world.
What?
That seems unlikely. Anyway. Right, Rose. That's a very good idea. If Sprocket was to be picked off the ground like, a small woodland creature being nabbed by an eagle, then the bag would be gone forever, as would Sprocket, and we would be foodless.
And sprocketless.
Yeah, that's the most important part. There is sprocketless. I don't want to be picked up by an eagle. You better kill that eagle.
That's the general plan, yes. But
All right, we should
okay,
return to the Edgewalkers now. I think they're probably getting a little bit antsy. And if you want to speak to the Sphinx about restoring our
yeah.
energies, then we shouldn't waste much of her time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sprocket, for the help making these items. It's been helpful already.
Oh,
It has.
you're welcome. And he gives Rose a dirty look.
All right. I guess Kavanan starts to lead the way back to the Edgewalkers and then the Sphinx, or whichever one's on the way to the other.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Edgewalkers will probably be hanging out in front of the Sphinx right now. Just standing right in front of the Sphinx. So, is that where you go? You just gonna walk up to the Sphinx?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Okay. So they're just standing there as you guys make your way up to the dais. Spitzer is standing in front of where the Sphinx's dais is, and he has cut himself along the radius bone on his forearm, just like superficial wound, and he's using the blood to create a sigil on the stone in front of where the Sphinx is.
Oh, now you really remind me of someone I know.
Looks like he's been at it for a while. It's actually getting pretty intricate. There's some symbols that you may or may not recognize. The Elder Sign being one of them. Rose, you know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad,
Nope, I know none of them.
Too bad nobody else knows them. So he spends a little bit more time getting that just right, and then he stands up. The iridescent colored hair female grabs him by his forearm, and you see the wound close. He nods and takes out a little towel or whatever, a little hanky, and wipes the blood off his forearm and places it back folded in his pocket. So, were you able to find everything you need?
More than.
Yes, I believe we are as well outfitted as we can be. But speaking of, I look up to the Sphinx. We've very recently, before even arriving here, multiple times as a matter of fact, had to fight for our lives, simply making our way through the city, and we simply don't have much energy left, as I understand it now. Rest doesn't quite
Work the same way.
work the same way. If we are to have such a long journey ahead, of course it would be helpful if we were to have some of that potential back.
Indeed. Please, come here, all of you.
I approach closer.
Yeah. Crowd around.
Zombra does as well. And so do the Edgewalkers, actually. Everybody kind of steps up around the Sphinx. She closes her eyes for a moment and bows her head. And when she opens her eyes, they're glowing this like white gold color. and each of you feel the sense of dread, the exhaustion, any sort of aches, pains, or just fatigue, mental or physical, leave you, and you feel refreshed, and you feel full, as though you have eaten a hero's feast.
Oh, so we're immune to the fear condition and have advantage on wisdom saves?
That's correct.
Oh. Yeah, hell yeah.
So, for mechanics' sake, that would be the equivalent of a long rest, plus the other benefits.
That's correct. And I believe there's a bit of temporary health that goes along with that as well.
Ooh. Oh, I misspelled that so bad. Google took me to 5e horse feats.
Oh god, that's actually what your hero's feast was. You guys had horse feats.
Like, mounted combat? I'm like, what? I'm trying to find a spell, not mounted combat.
Druid or cleric? Wonder what she is.
Lucky for you, it took you to D&D. With my luck, it would have taken me somewhere. completely
Somewhere you don't want to
Because
go.
I start all of my searches with 5e. It keeps me safe from the FBI.
different.
Oh, did you guys know that the FBI actually came out and said that that was not a valid legal defense?
Whatever.
To say that, to defend yourself from terrorism charges by saying that you searched something up in Minecraft.
Okay.
So, like,
TNT.
how,
Back to
how
the
to build a
game.
bomb in Minecraft.
A creature partakes this feat gains ever been cured of all disease and poison, immune to poison, and frightened. Makes all wisdom saving throws with an advantage. Hit point max increases by 2d10. Not temporary hit points, an increased max.
Okay, well, you guys will all be there. So go ahead and roll 2d10, each of you, and stow that many hit points. Also, write that number in your in one of your little bubbles, if you want to pull a token onto the map, and put that that number in. Let's call it the green bubble, so we know what your new temporary hit point max is. Bubble.
That rolled a 1 and a 10.
As average as you could hope for.
Bubbles, bubble, bubble, bubbles.
Okay, I will temporarily increase my max by 14.
Ooh.
Marin, you're in the water.
Sprocket, you're right. I'm drowning. Oh, bubble, blah, blah, blah. I'm dead.
Anyway,
Wait, I thought the green bubble was for whatchamacallit?
spell slots and whatnot.
No, was for dread.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You guys are immune to fear right now anyway. So actually what immune to fear really does is it just gives you -1 dread, by the way. That's how that works. For dread. And you will get advantage on dread checks. All the dread checks you got coming up. Get advantage on those. So, are you guys fucking ready to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially ready since we just got, all that cool shit.
Awesome. Let's do our bio break now. So we're not doing it
Hey.
10 seconds after I put you guys there. Okay?
All right.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Good
10 minutes.
idea.
10 minutes.
All right. Be right back for myself.
So you guys were talking about Eli and Zazie, huh? She's not here. She never leaves.
Oh,
Oh, you're back.
Welcome back.
that's the advantage of having two computers.
So you guys were talking about Eli and Zazie?
Yeah, we were talking about
When?
before we started. We were talking about last week, and I was defending Eli, saying that in his defense, he was coming in to this whole situation not really knowing what was going on. So of course he's gonna have a bunch of questions.
Seems fair to me. Ash says, am eating chips, BTW.
I love chips.
Chips. I'm eating untoasted cinnamon raisin bread.
I also have
Of course
chips.
you fucking are.
What is untoasted cinnamon raisin bread? Just cinnamon raisin bread?
It is commonly referred to as cinnamon raisin toast. I often eat cinnamon raisin toast, and I wanted to specify extra hard that it was Raw ass cinnamon raisin bread.
Yeah, I've had that
Want to
before.
specify that it's fucking weird.
Mmm, yum. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do,
I mean, I
do,
can
do.
eat.
Some tea. I got some black tea this time. A little bit more
Asgard's
potency.
Fago.
Fago.
Yep.
You drinking ICP juice over there?
Damn right. I just sent a picture of it in dumb shit.
Well, we are talking about ICP, so it definitely belongs in that channel.
Ha! Ha! You know what's funny? When I was 18 years old, my first ever tattoo was a Juggalo hatchet, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Really?
I'm back.
Man.
Yeah,
Why did you
I
get
was
that?
18, man.
Obviously, because he was a
It's-
juggalo.
Yeah.
Because young and dumb.
Okay. I see. I thought it might have been a reference to something.
Yeah.
It was.
To fucking ICP.
Alright. And Rose is on the map with her 11 bonus HP.
All right, friends. All right. So, I'm going to give you guys the choice. Are we continuing the Dreamlands, or are we going to go back and do
Strippers.
the strippers part?
Strippers!
Strippers. We want
Strippers!
strippers.
Strippers!
I did say we're going to continue until we get to a stopping point, and that was a stopping point. So,
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
all right, I'm going to take a vote. Go ahead and cast your vote in the text box.
Strippers?
In the text box, we got one for strippers, we got two for strippers, we got one for Fairhaven. All right, that's okay. That's
He means strippers. He means strippers.
okay. Let me get something to blow my nose, and
Nobody actually said strippers in game. It was just like gentlemen's
I
club.
said gentlemen's club. I never said it was a strip club.
See? Yeah. See, I'm right when I say back to Fairhaven.
Oh my god.
And you hormonal youths, both of you, are just thinking about strippers.
Okay, to be fair,
I thought Steve was older than you.
and
Thank you, everyone. Ash has
presented
the punchline.
Wait,
Okay.
really?
anyway,
Yeah. Let's get back to Fairhaven.
All right, time to open up my Lucian.
Oh yeah, swap sheets.
alright. Not too
Man, this is gonna be fucking mayhem.
Poor Yulia. She was mostly joking. And yet here you are. We'll figure it out, I suppose.
Asbo.
Okay, so it was a good idea. I'm not gonna lie, but other options?
I was hoping somebody would else, so like one of you would have one. Eli, you're a smart guy.
Yeah. Okay, we dress up as delivery people, and we bring a shipment of, Hennessy.
D&D Hennessy.
You could just throw a rock into a window.
Window. Okay, hopefully it's not like into a private space.
We
In the
can
middle
light
of
the
some
place on
music.
fire.
Yeah, not letting them place on fire. Okay, for player memory. Player memory question. Did Lucian wake up before or after Yulia suggested the strip club entrance.
Yulia suggested strip club entrance like 30 seconds ago in game.
Okay. So after Lucian had woken
Long
up.
after. Like that was the last thing said last time we were here. It was like
Okay.
the working girls entrance.
So you guys are just standing there having this conversation. You see on the side of the
Okay,
building.
well we're having yeah.
Same. You see on the side of the building there is a door, and a young woman with like a black leather trench coat steps outside and lights up a cigarette.
Oh, please allow me.
You're really far away, Lucian.
I don't know why. Hold on.
Are you connected to the right mic?
Yes.
I think you're on the wrong mic. This happened last time you moved your computer.
I'm right.
What?
Oh, look at that.
So, while we wait, let me tell you guys about Sybaris toothpaste.
Are we better?
Yes.
Perfect.
There we go.
Lucian's
All
like,
right.
let me talk to her. That's where we left off.
Yeah.
You got it? You got it, dude?
I mean, I can certainly try.
Alright. Here you go.
And,
Ask for your own light. And I just hand him a unlit cigarette.
All right. Yes, and I will walk over, saunter over.
Well, how are you? You're sauntering. Give me a saunter roll. I need a saunter roll.
Would that be persuasion, sir?
I think it's performance.
Damn it.
Yeah, I
tried.
know. Nobody thinks about how often they use performance when it's sort
16.
of situation. Saunter roll, performance.
16.
Nice. She notices you.
Damn right you did.
She kind of grabs her elbow and pulls her arm in tight. Moves the one leg around in front of the other leg, standing up on the toe of that foot. And she just looks up at you. Hey.
Hi. I noticed you exiting the establishment and lighting a cigarette. Would it be too much to ask ask you for a light?
Sure. Do you have your own cigarette, or do you need one of those too?
I pop the cigarette into my mouth and just let it hang there.
She produces a arcane lighter from her pocket and casts the create flame spell from it and lights your cigarette. Puts it
Well,
back in
thank
her
you
pocket.
very much.
You're welcome. What
And
what are you guys doing just standing out in the street for? Couldn't get inside?
yeah, well, we're trying to see about experiencing the wonders of this place, but unfortunately, there is a list that my cousin is on, but he didn't think it necessary to put my name on the.
What's your cousin's name?
Carlisle, Catholis.
Carlisle, huh? Yeah, I know him. You kind of look like him a little bit.
Except prettier, I'm imagining.
Roll charisma. Just raw charisma.
Oh, damn it. Damn
it. She just kind of looks at you and looks up and down. She's like, I don't know. Carlisle's really pretty.
Well,
Anyway, I'm on break, but I gotta go back inside. It's nice talking to you.
She drops
It's,
a cigarette and, does the
it was
flip
a
thing.
pleasure.
Pleasure.
Out of curiosity, there is no other way to get in here, is there?
I mean, not that I know of. There's the front door and there's the side door.
Not even if a friend, perhaps, were to say that we were cool to come in.
I mean, I can't let you in the side door. There's a guy right in the side of the door. You can't just come in here like that. And there's a front door. There's somebody watching that too. So it's not like you can just go in wherever you want. You know what I mean? I mean, it's cool that his cousin and everything, but I don't know you. I can't stick my neck out for you. Anyway, I gotta go back inside.
All right.
Real quick though, before you go back in, don't suppose the bathroom's nearby, is there?
Yeah, there's one downstairs in the Nightmare.
No.
The Nightmare
Really
Lounge.
don't like going in there.
What's it called?
Midnight Alley.
Oh yeah, that's
Eli,
it.
Eli
Night-
calls from their end of the alley.
Whatever. We call it the Nightmare Lounge, but whatever. It's like a little hole in the wall. You can go down there if you need to drop some.
Really don't like the bathrooms there. They're
Me
kind
neither.
of sticky.
It's those guys working behind the counter. They don't do anything to sort of upkeep in there. Such a weird little place. Anyway, I gotta go. Nice talking to you, honey. She goes back inside.
You nailed it.
We were just walking through the sewers. There's no. I don't even understand why I thought that I could have wooed her.
Shouldn't
Yeah,
be
you rolled a
not
6.
wooing her?
You failed your smell check.
And
Right. Well,
what do we do now?
I don't know. Is the thing still nearby? Use your eye.
Or whatever you called it.
Sure. I'll try that. Zazie, would you like to try as well with me?
Sure.
DM, are we allowed to roll, sir?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
And
I'll stop
if
you
I
if you're doing
remember
something I don't want you to
correctly,
do.
That last nat 20 I had gave me proficiency.
You do now have proficiency in it, yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll an int skill that I have proficiency in.
Sounds good.
23.
Okay. All right, Lucian. And Zazie, for the most part. You guys open yourselves up to this sixth sense that you have growing inside of your consciousness. Lucian, you
definitely feel something inside of there. But it's in there. Somewhere in that building. Straight ahead of you.
Did I take my short rest?
I don't think so.
I believe that we ended last session with Lucian going off and taking a short rest.
I don't think so.
No.
But if
I-
you guys
I
all
think-
want to go take a short rest right now, it's a great time.
What are the buildings around this club? And how tall is the club building itself?
Are there and are the buildings touching each other? Is this have like alleyways and streets all the way around it, or is it
So it's
share a
kind
wall
of
with the
it's
next
kind of
building?
shaped like a horseshoe. So the building where you guys went into, there's like a courtyard in the middle almost, but where you guys went into the Midnight Alley, it kind of tees off a little bit. So the Midnight Alley is like there's like one of those sideways staircases that is behind the entrance to where the knickknacks and the paddywhacks were. So when you come up the staircase, then you're basically at where the entrance to that place was. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And that place tees off into the back of where the club is. And then the club runs sideways along there. So you walked around the back of where the merchant's shop was. The side of that building was the face of the club. But you guys went the other way, so you came around from behind the club and walked around the side into the front, and now you guys are back towards the side where the side entrance is.
And how many stories tall is it? The
So
entire building?
the club itself appears to be 2 stories tall, but it's open ceilings. So the buildings next to it that kind of link up to it, it's first and second story tall. It does appear that there is some sort of almost like a box office type area on top that overlooks the nightclub. And then on the outside, it's like stones and, there's windows and things up there. You can see people moving around and talking through the windows.
Any like exterior basement entrances? Those doors that are at an angle and then you open up and just walk right downstairs.
Cellar doors? No, you don't. You don't see any cellar doors going to the downstairs. But you can do a little research if you want. Give me a couple investigation rolls if you're going to do the beat. But do keep in mind that when you go to the front of the building again, and you guys are at the side, the guy.
I'm not going to investigate the front of the building.
Okay, the guy at the front can still see you right now.
Let's get out of this guy's line of sight.
Okay, so you guys walk around.
Yeah, this place lame. Never mind.
Walk around behind the building, and so it kind of opens up into like the courtyard that's behind there, but there's no entrances into the back of it.
Okay.
It's not what Yulia's looking for, though.
What's Yulia looking for?
A place to watch the doors from a dark office, maybe. You said there was a box office. Was it occupied or is it?
Yeah, that was
Part
like
of
the
the club?
building. That's like a building on top of, like maybe like bedrooms or rooms or something like that, on top of the club. Give me a perception roll, Yulia.
All right. 18.
Okay. So as you're walking around, kind of
looking at things, you do notice that the building directly across the street from the side entrance, there is a building that has a couple of its windows boarded up, and there's an eviction notice on the door.
Alright.
So since Yulia's has to take a step or two away to look around, Eli will speak to Zelzy and Lucian a little quieter, just because they might be watched, you know. All right, so this thing that you want, they're so eager to get. Is it dangerous? Is it important? Like, do we care what these people think about us if we just walk in and go get it?
I'd prefer to not be in trouble with the law again.
I don't really mind.
Alright.
Well, all right. Well, we'll behave until we get caught misbehaving. In which case, you're going to be in trouble with the law because we're trying to break it.
I think they were just in trouble with the law to begin with, weren't they?
Oh, you're back.
Yes, there's a boarded up building across from the side entrance. If we can get into it without getting the bouncer's attention, have a good place to take a short rest and see if our quarry comes out. Formulate a plan.
Okay, there's a boarded up building.
Yeah.
We can watch some. Wait, who's our core? How do you? Who's got the thing?
Oh, you weren't there for that. Gladstone Kundarak? D. Kundarak? Right, you weren't there for that one.
Nope.
No, he's a dwarf composer. I don't suppose you're in the arts program, are you?
To be fair, neither was I.
That's also the part that worries me, but I'm not going to ask questions just yet.
Okay, so Gladstone did fucking Kundarak is Kundarak. A Kundarak? Okay. Is I mean, yeah, of course. He drove me right up to their house. I already knew that was them. Is in there and he does have it.
That's the suspicion at the moment, yes.
It's just. Go ahead.
I mean, what if
No.
somebody took it from him?
That's possible.
Then whoever has it is in there.
Yeah. The question being, how do we know when they walk out?
We'll sense it. I
My
think.
concern is that it's, just right here, right through this wall, and I can just walk through the wall. I know I can.
I know you. I'm supposing you can if you say so, but it seemed the last time you tried that, something happened and you weren't okay.
Oh yeah. You said you were gonna do, like. No, Lucian didn't say anything. He just tried to do it, and then he just stood there, didn't he?
And then that's when he had the freak out. I thought he said it out loud. But maybe.
That's Rose, you're correct. That is what happened.
That's not Rose.
It's Yulia.
Yulia. Well, that was out of character anyway, so it doesn't matter who it was.
Was Lucian able? I don't think Lucian was able to. Like, he didn't announce it. He's like, "I'm going to turn ethereal real quick," because the door was just like about to open, and he just had to react.
Mm-hmm.
But when he did that, did we see anything? DM? Did he just like stand there and then become normal Lucian again?
Those of you who are paying attention to what he did say would probably be able to infer what he meant that he was about to do based on his previous history and actions. But when he did it, it seemed like he just stood there, as far as you could tell.
Okay.
Didn't.
Well, he didn't announce that he was going to do it because he couldn't do that, and if we didn't see it, then I don't know that he knows how to do that. All right, so you can walk through walls now. I would look through the walls, but I gotta take a bit of a breather before I can do that again.
So let's get into this building across the street and take a short rest. And also give me an additional use of, turning into a cat or something.
Bug.
Like bugs. Too many legs. Do you know how that feels when you're shifting into something like that? Ugh.
Not a clue.
I prefer my full legs. Thank you.
Okay.
Damn it.
Are there any bugs that have 4 legs?
No.
I think to be a bug, you have to have 6 legs.
Oh, damn shame.
Arthropods, right? Is that what that is?
So
I
this
mean-
boarded up building.
Boarded up building. You see it.
Yes. It is across the alley or across the road. Do we have to be in like obvious line of sight of the bouncers to enter it?
It is on the other side of the street. If you go to the right side of the building as you face it, there's a like a fire escape. There is one of those basement doors that you were talking about, and then there is a side door that has like you can see like it looked like something sundries written on it, and now it's scraped off. And there's another eviction notice hanging there.
Okay, so it's not directly across from the entrance. It's
No, it's directly across from the side entrance.
side. Oh, okay.
Well, as long as we have somebody looking out at the side entrance to make sure that you know nobody's gonna just walk out and find us, I think we should just be good to go in.
When you
Well,
say
then
go
let's
in,
go
do you
help.
mean the beat up old
Found it.
building, or do you mean?
Yeah, the beat up building.
Okay, cool.
All right, so yeah, as long as the beat up old building is unlocked, though Lucian has previously proven pretty handy with that kind of thing. If it is locked.
Right.
Okay. So
When did I do that?
You expertly picked a lock earlier.
I did.
Yeah.
You broke us into the little antique thrift, whatever.
Oh. Hey, go me.
I've been saying that all night. You just like have this air of leadership. I don't know. You sort of fumbled it a little in the alley, but we don't have to talk about it.
okay.
I have plenty of questions about that, but I know better than to ask.
I mean, if we're
How many
taking a
different-
rest, you can ask and then we can answer. If it
How many
won't
different
put you
questions
in
could you
harm.
have?
A lot of them, but didn't you yourself say no invasive questions, Ozzy?
I know. That's why I'm saying we can answer the ones that we deem appropriate to answer. You can ask them all you want if we're rested.
Oh God.
Well, let's get inside then. Preferably without gaining more attention than we've already gathered.
Okay. So you guys go to the side entrance, and the fucking door is open.
One to the side entrance of the club.
You go to turn the handle, and the handle is like seized. It doesn't even turn. And when you press the door, it's just like.
Wait.
The building or the club?
The side
building.
building.
Okay, because
Okay.
we said side entrance a couple times.
Right. There's a side entrance to
The woman-
to the weird building. The boarded
Well, we also
up
said
building.
side. Yes, but we also said side entrance
That's
when we were
right.
referring to the club itself.
I'm
So
referring
it seems
to
like
the
a
other.
proper noun now.
Yes, proper nouns.
Okay.
The weird building side entrance.
Okay, the door's unlocked. Great. Somebody with some
That
night.
sound coming from
Steve.
inside the building? Or
What?
somebody
I
else?
don't know. I can't see shit. Somebody with some nighttime eyes go first.
I will step forward. And I will enter.
Julia is right behind
Do I
you.
fall through the floor?
What's the marching order? What are you guys doing as you go in?
Lucian is fast.
I am following Lucian.
Eli will lean against the wall for a moment after the other three go in, just to let them all go first,
Yeah.
and then go in last.
For a brief moment, Yulia is going to use her actual shift to shift into her more bestial form. Because it does give me some advantages. Just in case. So,
Okay. All right. So you
Jeez,
guys
oh
go
no.
inside. Just chilling. Seems like everything's good.
What's the inside of the building look like?
The inside of the building looks like an old herbalist manufactory. You see different like distilling tubes and like boxes with different labels on them on shelves, like with different scoops inside of them. Some of them seem to still have herbs in them.
Okay.
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Well, after a couple minutes, if it's quiet, Eli's just gonna poke around a little bit. He's actually proficient with alchemist supplies. He just wants to see what's still
Look
here.
at that. Well,
yeah.
give me an investigation roll. What is your proficiency with alchemy?
As in, what skill?
What is your proficiency with alchemy tools? Are you proficient? Do you have expertise?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just regular old proficiency and
Okay.
just the dumb
well,
old roll off, nothing special.
Then roll intelligence with proficiency.
Okay, that's the same as my investigation roll, so I'm going to use that button.
Yulia does have proficiency in herbalism kit too. Would that be useful here?
Yeah, it absolutely would be. So you guys can
Eli's
break off.
just going to kind of ignore any conversation that might start. He's just going to like wander around just a bit to
Okay.
himself.
You rolled 20. Is that what I'm looking at here? Very
Yes.
nice. Yulia. Yeah.
Notices
Yulia,
absolutely nothing.
You get stuck in the dog nip. I don't know. Whatever dogs
Yeah,
love.
she's still shifted, so she sticks her nose into a bag of black pepper and Szechuan pepper, grinds, and just
blasts
spins
her nostrils.
the next
and
couple
sounds.
of.
Youch. So you actually
being human.
find.
Ish.
Let's see. Roll a D100 for me, Kavanen.
Who?
Kavanen.
Who?
Eli.
It's 74.
Fuckers. Okay. 74, you said? Okay. You find the ingredients to make a ointment called restorative ointment.
No. Hey, what does that do? Is that on D&D Beyond?
May or may not be.
Okay, well, I have the ingredients for that. He's like, he has a lit cigarette in his mouth now. He'll nod proudly and stash the stuff away. How long did that take? How long was he looking around?
I'd say probably like 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay, well, let him do that and then back to the others.
What's everybody else doing while he's doing this? Yulia, you got a little messed up. Everybody else, give me
Recovering
something.
and crying in the
You can-
corner is what you-
Yeah, right. You can use this time to take a short rest, or you can do some investigation. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a short rest.
Okay.
So is
Um,
Yulia.
I'm gonna do some investigation.
All right.
Specifically looking for any possible way to get into the other building from this building.
Okay.
Bit of a long shot, but
Where do you look? It doesn't have to be specific. But give me the general idea.
I guess I would start with seeing if there's a basement, and if that basement would connect to, I don't know, the basement for the other place. Maybe if there's, I doubt it, if there's a possible
Okay,
walkway
so let's go.
between
Let's go to the
them.
basement thing. Give me
Okay.
a investigation roll.
Investigation. That's intimidation. Don't look at that.
It's still a really bad roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So you look around, and you don't find the entrance to the basement. It is not in here. Okay.
Well. Okay.
All right, Yulia, you're taking a rest. All right, so you guys, you know what happened. What do you guys do after the 30 minutes to an hour of rest time is up?
Well, am I able to get a short rest even though I poked around in boxes and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to all sit around for an hour, you guys can all take a short rest. I feel like that's fair.
Oh, well, Yulia just asked a question in the text chat, but I can ask it
Re-ask it.
in voice. What did happen back at Lucian when you, woke up? That didn't seem comfortable.
I just, I don't really know how to explain it. It was like being pulled back into my being, really.
I mean, you were pulled back. Or shunted back in? Either way, there was something else in your body, and you came in and displaced it.
Am I allowed to ask what the fuck that means?
I look at Lucian.
There is a place opposite our own being, opposite our own world, called the Dreamlands.
Yeah.
While we were there, I came close to death, and in that time, another me appeared beside myself. When this happened, somehow I ended up succumbing to my injuries and fell. I was able to see everything, hear everything, but I was not in my own body. I was stuck on another plane of existence, but still able to not necessarily interact with the world around me. More like a backstage of a theater production. When when I popped back into my body, I hopefully pushed whatever else was there out.
I hope so too. Is that
It-
something we're gonna have to worry about with the others back at the Mons?
Well, okay. I
The
would
others-
say, you know, I'm not convinced you haven't lost your mind, but Zazi's just like nodding her head along with it. You know, you did like sort of flip a switch back there, so something clearly happened.
My, I will say, my concern, of course, is the creature that could still be on the loose in the months.
That is a problem. But with Voss and the lady there, I think they'll be able to handle most anything.
Lady?
Lady Rogare.
Well, yeah. What do you mean she can handle it?
She's not just an old lady. This
She's a
frail
fifth-degree
old
black
lady.
belt.
Yeah, she's pretty young, actually.
Oh, whatever. She's not just the lady of the house. I don't know if you noticed, but she's magic. Woo! Yay! Everyone's magic. I'm sure she has something up in her sleeves that she can pull out during times like this.
I hope so.
Okay, well, this is what my life is now, I guess.
You can move back into the dorms.
Don't be rude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I think they're
your house.
renovating the dorms, last I heard. I don't think that's possible. Like it or not.
That's right after the attack.
So,
All right.
dumb question, possibly, but does this have anything to do with what happened, what was it, a week ago? With the Severin? I can't pronounce that word. Whatever it was that stuck me in my shifted form for a while.
To be honest, we're not entirely sure.
Alright.
I think it's not. It's similar, but it's not the same.
All right, I
It's-
guess I am not entirely sure. Zazie, on the other hand, seems to be quite sure.
Well, they're both caused by the stone, by the shard. So there's that in common. And if there was an overlord in the Wild Heart, and that was causing
Wild
things.
Heart.
Yeah,
Is
it
that-
was the Wild Heart.
Not related to the Wild Hunt, I'd hope.
I don't know. I'm not the one to ask about that.
I hope not. That it's not related, not that you're not the one to ask. You seem very knowledgeable.
Well, anyways, if the Wild Heart had an overlord in it, and it was causing wacky stuff, of that magnitude, then it's possible that this shard also has an overlord in it because it's doing equally wacky things.
Sorry, I know. Question again. Sorry. This shard.
The big rock we're looking for.
Okay, so we're looking for a thing.
Dragon
And-
shard.
Yeah, a thing that can cause groups of Lycans to fucking lose it.
No, that was just the Wild Heart. The
The-
Wild Heart is the overlord that has power over shifters, from what I understand.
So
This-
that's why it felt like
yeah.
I had something crawling up my spine.
This one seems to be connected to both the Dreamlands and the Ethereal Plane, Lucian? Is that right? Would you say that's correct?
I'm not sure.
Whatever. It's my hunch. Anyways,
Aren't some like really important, powerful people pretty concerned about that other shard? Should we let them know about this
No.
one's gone?
no, we're dealing with it. Last time we brought it to somebody else, it ended up with the Silver Flame, and you guys know how that went.
Yeah, and
I heard.
to be fair, I'm not entirely too sure I trust the Silver Flame at the moment. But,
While
you
this conversation
channel.
is going on, I stand up and like go over to the window to keep an eye on
The building.
the club.
The club. Thank you. Proper nouns.
Yeah.
Okay. give me perception. Yeah.
Perception. Come on, big money. $18.
All right. Everybody else, while Lucian is on watch, what's everyone else doing?
Continuing this conversation.
Okay.
Assessing.
Lucian,
Okay, so if this thing.
Lucian, give me a concentration. Roll concentration. Save for me. you know?
You're gonna forget about us. We're gonna stop existing.
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream. I used to
Um,
read Word Up magazine.
So, yeah, freaking no biggie. You just kind of like hear them talking while you're looking out the window, and you look out for a while, and then you get kind of bored and look away for a minute.
Oh no.
I thought he was gonna lose track of the conversation, not.
And then you go back to looking outside again.
What a weird thing to check for. Alright, so if this is a pretty big fucking deal, shouldn't we? Well, fuck it.
Part of me wonders if there's a shift change, if we should just, ask to see if Gladstone's there and play it up like we're love-struck fanboys or something.
You know, that would have worked had, you guys allowed me to walk up to the to the bouncer by myself,
Oh, okay.
and not been seen by the bouncer.
Too late now.
Yeah, I get.
That being said, I don't suppose it's moved yet, has it?
Let me let me check.
Crack my fingers. Wee. Put both your fingers on the sides of your heads. So well.
Now you're just humming it up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay,
16.
Zoriathauthery. You roll your Zoriathauthery. Yeah, it's still. You still sense it's over there. It's still there.
All right.
The signature is a little less powerful, but I need you to roll a save because you've been using this a lot recently, and you just feel a blast of dread energy kind of penetrating your consciousness. Sense
All right.
of
What am I drinking?
unease.
I mean,
What am I drinking? 2.
oops.
least you didn't say smoking.
Oh man.
You
No,
are
my
gonna
mind was
roll. You're gonna roll a save in whatever your casting modifier is.
Fuck. Ranger is
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Yeah.
So save, right?
We're safe.
Imagine being a charisma ranger.
Oh.
Shit.
Ouch.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I feel partly
Oh.
responsible.
No, it's not your fault. Let's see. Yes, Lucian, you take 1 level of dread, and you are going to be temporarily afraid to look in through your third eye. The thought of doing it makes you cringe, and just, you know, you're gonna keep it closed. So there's some fucking freaky shit going on in there, and you don't want anything to do with that right now.
I's got 3 dreads.
Oh shit, do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, the short rest wouldn't have. Oh.
The short rest would not. It's a long rest. All right, Lucian, while you guys figure that out, Lucian and I are going to look at the supernatural insanity table.
Yay.
Okay, so since this thing's such a big fucking deal, like, I know we don't want to get in trouble with the law, but shouldn't we just go get it? I don't exactly know how to be a vigilante, so I'm kind of just spitballing here.
I mean, I could become a cat again, wait for the side door entrance to open, and just wander in. Black cats will be hardly noticed.
Okay. Alright.
Steve, I need you to roll.
Any other?
Okay.
Give me roll D4 real quick. We're gonna figure out which table we're going off of.
All right. 1.
First table, cool. Okay. Roll a D20.
All right. 17.
All right, delusions.
Oh, that perfectly fits Lucian.
He's gonna think he can talk to women.
Ouch.
Hold on, I gotta figure out where that is. You guys keep going. I'm gonna look this one up real quick, okay?
Okay.
And
Man.
I like, how dangerous is this Gladstone guy? If he hears, like, if we, make the smallest, scene at all, is he gonna just get super spooked and leave immediately?
I don't know. I don't know the guy.
He's a composer,
Yeah, he was working on a musical.
and he
at
stole
the,
a
long story short, from what I can gather, his father was trying to, get him some proper work, quote unquote. Because, of course, the art's aren't valued. But he stumbled upon the shard, or came into his possession through some means, and he went a little weird. Sassy, do you remember what theater he was working for? Maybe we can check that out? If... I don't know. He's in here. I don't know.
Ash is blanking right now. Could I possibly roll a history to see if Zazie would remember?
Okay, state the question exactly that you want to recall, and then roll the history for me.
What theater did this dwarf guy go to?
Didn't one of you guys write that down?
Kavanen
Wait.
did, but he's the note taker. And I'm not, because I'm cool.
and Ash is the one asking.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh, just a straight D20?
Yep,
5.
5. Just so we're all on the right page here, it was called the Gaiety Club, right?
Sounds about right. Yes, the Gaiety Theater.
Gaiety Theater.
Gaiety Theater. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sees a young
Oh,
woman
man.
named Margaret.
Sounds kind of gay.
I can't believe I forgot that.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't remember. But you know that one of you should remember. The hell, guys.
Oh god. Began with a G, didn't it? Oh,
I shrug.
gaiety, something like that. Can't say I've ever been there.
Okay, so he happened across the shard that his father. Whatever. How are we getting in there?
Like I said, I can cat.
Okay, Cat got it out. Look for this guy that you know the appearance of. Do you know what this guy looks like? What do we know?
We
I'm going to look
all
for
we
somebody who
know-
looks like his father.
all we know is that he's a dwarf. We have never seen him or a painting of him.
No, there was a family portrait, wasn't there?
There
Was
was.
there? Oh, then we have seen.
I'll just check that out. Alright, so. Agreed on me going in cat form, I suppose.
I mean, I'm kind of tired of sitting. I feel rested up enough, but so yeah, I think we should probably get a move on. To be perfectly honest.
All I'm saying is I'm pretty sure, I am almost certain that I can talk my way into this.
Just,
Wait for
just do
shift
your
change.
wall thing.
You're 0 for 2 now. I've never seen you walk through walls, but if you can walk through walls, then buddy, zip right on in.
Alright,
What wall in this building shares a wall with the club?
I couldn't find one.
Yeah, none of the walls of the building you're in right now share a wall. You're across the street from the club. When you
Okay.
Yeah, when you were looking out where the windows were boarded up, you could see the side entrance.
Oh, okay.
No. No, if one of you could shapeshift as well, that'd be perfect, but in the
Nope.
meantime,
I
Is
look
there a
like this
way-
if I had to shapeshift. I think not. So I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is, you know, I've talked my way in and out of just about everything that I've encountered.
Except for that club.
I mean, we have
Third
two
time's a
choices here.
charm.
We either contact your cousin and have him get us in, or I go in as a cat, you find a way to walk through walls. If we do go in as separate entities, is there a way I can keep contact with the two of you staying behind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I can keep contact with people over a distance, but I sort of like have to initiate. Okay. Look at this. Okay, let me just take my spell book out. Hold it in one hand. It flips open to a blank page. He produces a quill. May I write your name on this page now, and with your permission, send you messages over a distance?
Of course, is it gonna hurt?
Doubt it.
Alright.
All right, Yulia. Is it just that? Just Yulia?
Yulia
I should-
Ravenholm.
I should know. Yeah, Raven. I knew it. Raven.
Oh,
Raven.
I should ask before you do this. Does it have to be my true name? Because I don't know that one.
Well then, yeah. Okay, that's weird. But if your name is Yulia Ravenholm now, then there you go. The ink dries, and closes the book. Okay, you go in. I can choose to talk to you.
Alright. Weird way of enacting message, but alright.
Jesus Christ, it's a... Oh, it's in my ear both.
Which
Zazie.
one am I looking at?
Yeah.
Isn't there that thing that you're able to do where you smack Kovonen in the forehead?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's the end of the thing. You just smack him.
Well, well, there's some, it establishes a psychic connection between the two of
Okay,
us, and I can talk to him. I haven't really done it with anybody else but him, though.
Alright, well, Eli's got me covered.
Okay, get over here, Lucian.
Will it hurt? And I look at Yulia. And I walk over.
Eli sticks her tongue out at you as she shifts into a cat.
Reaches up and gives Lucian a quick bop on the head, and the psychic connection is established. This will last for an hour? I think. Yeah, an hour. And please don't go too far from me.
How far is too far?
Like, I don't really know the limit. I've never really had to test the limit.
I think
I
it's a
don't know
mile.
how far too far is.
All right. Then let's go. I'm gonna go talk my way in. And I know you believe, you guys believe that I can do.
Whatever will make you sleep at night.
Okay, well, I wish we had discussed the plan with Yulia before Yulia became Cat Yulia. I'm
Cat Yulia
Yulia,
just
look
kind
at
of
me. I'm
shrugs.
going to trust you to get in. There you go. Lucian, perhaps you can create a distraction.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Okay, there's something. Yeah, Lucian, you create a distraction. Yulia, oh, you sound the same. Lucian creates a distraction. Yulia sneaks in all cat-like behind them while the door is open or something.
Okay. As you guys leave, I need to know. Oh shoot, where you guys are going? What exactly you're going to be doing? So, I'm gonna go in the turn order for this. You know, just in case you guys get in a fight. Could happen. So, put your little tokies on here. Get your little tokies. And roll initiative.
Okay, give me a moment.
Take your time.
My token is already. Zazi's token is right.
Give me a moment.
Yulia, I will message you, what, every minute? If that gets to be too much, let me know.
There, got a 6.
And Yulia?
I am rolling. Hold on. I wanted to see if I needed to roll the creature's initiative or my initiative. So, 9.
DM's gonna have to add you on himself.
Yep.
Hear
Yeah.
that, DM?
I don't
You
see her
slacker.
token. Where's
It's
your
down there.
token?
Right here.
Oh, well, they're all so tiny. Oh, that's why I'm
Because the
on,
Yeah,
map's so
it's
I'm
big.
on the
you.
wrong layer. That's why I'm over here. I'm the wrong layer. Trying to click on your tokens. I'm the wrong layer. All right. What number did you get?
9. If
9.
I don't need.
Great number. There you go. Number 9. You know me's on there now. You can click it if you want. All
You
right.
sound like you belong in a Maori tribe.
That's great. I love tribes. They've got good family structure and values. Great
Does not
people.
sound right.
Okay, let me see here. Mars,
Well,
where are you at in the line? What are you doing?
I'm still inside. I'm not going out anywhere
Good to know.
because. But I will open my book up again and write the words testing, testing, Yulia, think of a response. Thank you. Onto the page. And the ink dries. Yulia hears that in her brain. She may think of a response.
1 minute might be a little too much for me if you're trying to concentrate on something. Every 5 minutes. Or if you hear a lot of
The
yelling.
message stops. I wasn't counting words, but it's sending. It's 25 words. It sounded like you were going to keep going, so.
Sounds fair. Okay.
Okay, she says every 5 minutes.
Now, that was 6 seconds. Lucian, you're next.
All right. I walk out of the door and kind of look at the club. You know, look at the side door, look at the front door, and then walk up to the bouncer and I'll say like, listen, I know we got off to a wrong foot, but you know, I really need to get in there. It's a matter of life and death, really.
So we had this discussion before. This is very embarrassing for you, I know. You'll probably consider yourself to be a very important person, but here you are just another person whose name is not on the list. Please,
No, you don't understand. It's not
roll
about me
persuasion.
being.
Roll persuasion. No, Sal, it is you that does not understand that
19.
Look, Sal, I believe you are who you say you are. But this is not the problem. Whether you are Alphonse Gazan or you are some person off the street, you must leave. I will give you the courtesy of not calling the bouncers to escort you off the property immediately. Please take yourself and relocate on the street or beyond.
I go around the right side of the building. Not the side of the side of like the side door where Yulia is going.
Mm-hmm.
I look around, put my hand against the wall, and try to ethereal step. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Yulia, you're up.
Alright. Yeah, Gilly's gonna go to that side entrance and kind of crouch in the shadows waiting for the door to open. So.
Okay.
do I need to roll my? She is being stealthy. She's also tiny.
Yeah, I roll stealth, and we'll hold your action. We'll hold your action movement. 22.
22.
Yeah.
Because I used the better of the 2 proficiencies. So, which is Julia's in this case. So.
Cool. All right. Zazie.
Sitting in the building. This rundown, abandoned building.
What are you doing?
Across. I'll sit there for a little bit. And then I'll get bored. And I'll start investigating the building again.
Okay.
Just looking for just random things that catch my eye.
Give me an investigation roll.
Ooh, let me go. Roll the thing. Let's not roll intimidation this time.
Okay.
10.
I'm gonna give you advantage this time because you've already searched once, so you're a bit more familiar with the area now.
21.
Excellent. You find a basement. When you guys
Oh
were
my
when you guys were
God!
coming in, next to the entrance, there were a set of Bilko doors. Except they're not Bilko. They're a different brand. You found a set of cellar doors that you can open and go into the basement under this building.
Hey, Eli.
Okay, damn, I'll have to yell. Let everyone know we're in here.
You were kind of checked out.
What?
I found a basement door. Do you want to check it out?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
I got four and a half more minutes until I got to message Julia again, so.
4.5 more minutes. Okay, that's what you guys are doing. Do you have anything that you want to do, Mars? You can go with her?
Yeah, I'll light a cigarette first and then follow her to the basement.
Okay. So, Lucian, what are you doing?
Going to going to go back to the front of the club and cast darkness.
Really? Okay. Where are you casting it?
On like in the general direction, area of bouncer.
Bouncers. Okay. So a cloud of darkness begins to boil up from the ground around the entrance. The line that's kind of formed along the side of the building where you walk out to seems to get a bit disruptive. The people in the line start like talking to each other. They're making a lot of noise. The bouncers, you can hear them yelling. You watch one of them run out of the darkness out into the middle of the street and are looking around. He looks over at you and he starts running towards you.
I shoot him.
Oh, okay. Shit. Wow. All right. Let's get a map going here. Let me get a map.
Should I roll to hit?
Yeah. Yep. You sure should. You sure should.
27.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Okay.
I will add Planar Warrior to that. Ah, that's 8.
Okay, gotta get the right spot here. All right. All right, so you shot the guy. You did 8 damage to him. Is that your only attack?
Nope.
Okay. You shoot him. When you shoot him, he kind of like grasps his chest and like falls down to one knee. Then what do you do?
Smile.
Okay.
Shoot him again.
Okay.
Ah, man.
11 doesn't hit. Lucian's shooting at civilians. Oh, God. Tell me about it.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. What the hell's going on here?
You keep moving shit.
It won't stay.
Are you moving tokens while you're on the map layer and you're grabbing the map?
It's, being a son of a bitch.
That
Alright, I'm just gonna hit Alt and leave it there. Fine. Alright, Lucian.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put yourself right here.
Where? I didn't see you ping.
Right here.
Ah, there we go.
Alright, the rest of you guys are gonna be north from here, the way the map is arranged right now. God, we could put a guy out here in the street.
Oh,
he's real big.
That's Ash's nameless tertiary character.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
got rid of him. I don't like him.
yeah. He's gone. Okay. So he's laying in the street. Okay. Yulia. You hear? Actually, Yulia, give me. Actually, you know what? You're already perceiving and hiding. You hear the distinct crack of a bolter being fired around the corner from you. It's pretty friggin' loud.
Yulia's ears go flat against her skull, her fur gets puffy, and if the door is not open, she's desperately going to start clawing at it, going, "No, no, let me in, let me in."
So the door does actually open, and a couple people come like running out of the back door and take off down the alley.
Is one of them a dwarf?
No,
They're
both of them are
human.
women.
Both of them are. Okay, yeah. In that case, Yulia's going to dodge inside, and the moment Eli reconnects with her, if he does, is going to be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Go ahead.
That's like a constant running thought.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a. Shit. I don't know. Give me a dexterity save to get in the door.
Dex save, they're the same. Okay. That's a 9.
9. Okay,
Ah.
that's good enough. It was going to be easy one anyway. All right, so you
Okay.
make it just past the door. You almost get your tail shut in the door, but you make your way into the side entrance here. And it's like a long hallway that ahead of you, you can see lights, but there's a lot of commotion inside. People are moving around. It seems like there's a bit of chaos going on in there at the moment.
All right. Well, the rest of her, how many feet of movement? 40 feet of movement to maybe get up on like a catwalk, if there is one. If not, just kind of stay to the side of the wall to keep out of trampling feet range.
Okay. So yeah, you do notice that another group of people makes their way towards the side door. None of them appear to be a dwarf, and they're running towards the side door to go outside. And that'll be the end of your turn.
Okay.
Zazie, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I can, I'd like to. This is gonna sound strange, but sniff out traces of the smell of the Kundarak house that we were in, like his room specifically, Gladstone's room. Because I've got advantage on perception checks that rely on smell currently. I'm using it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely then. Give me. I'm gonna allow you to use that as a history roll.
Okay. All right. History is +2, not as perception, which is a +6. Sad.
It's not going to be a perception. This is going to be a recollection, but I'm going to allow you to do it with the proficiency because you have proficiency in smells.
Okay. So it's 5. But not at advantage, correct?
Do you have advantage on smelling?
I do have an advantage on smelling.
Yes, you can do it with advantage.
18 plus 5 is 23.
23. Okay. So, yeah, you know, one of them does smell familiar to that room, but not specifically to the dwarf himself. But it was a smell you smelled while you were in that room.
That definitely has my attention. This can go on my next action, but is one of them carrying something?
All of them. There's 5 of them, and they're all carrying different things.
Alright.
They're dressed normally, you know. They're just like nicely, you know, nobleman's clothing, jacket and suit kind of thing. You know, vests, waistcoats, some cravats and whatnot.
Alright, well, I'm definitely going to be watching them and following, possibly.
Okay. So you're gonna follow them?
Yeah, I'm going to follow them.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and type that on the bottom of the screen in your little text thing right there. Zazie, what are you going to be doing? We're going to pick this
First
up
of all,
next session.
gonna send Lucian a quick "What the fuck?" and head down into the basement.
Can I respond?
Yeah, you can respond.
I've been attacked.
Why do I doubt that?
I don't know. You're you.
All right. Eli, what are you doing? You going in the basement with her?
He's gonna pause, hearing a bolter blasting from around the corner. Sees Ozzy like just stop and then ignore it. He's just like, "What the fuck? All right, yeah, I'll keep. Fuck it, I'll follow her into the basement. Ignore the gun, but I will take out my book and use my action to write to Yulia. What the fuck? Is that you? Are
Not
you with
me.
him? Are you okay?"
What
Not
the fuck
me.
was that you?
Found group. Here, I can actually type it so I can keep track of how many words.
Which is fine because it appears on my page as text anyway. And then I will follow Zazie.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I guess next session is going to begin with two crazy little mishaps. So, see how it goes.
Okay. I don't like this. I mean, I know Lucian is definitely, like, off his rocker to some extent, but that off his rocker is a little strange even for Lucian. Mr. Evil Nightmare Clone isn't gone, is he?
We'll have to find out next session on the Midnight Alley Actual Play D&D podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right,
I forgot we were
guys.
still recording.
Yeah, we are still
Alright.
recording. But shit. Interesting. We'll see what happens. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.